Hello and welcome to the NSCHSGAA Bowling Finals. We are on the girls' side over here at Wantagh Lanes. I'm John Baccio here with TND Sports. I've got my stat man to my left, James McCormick. An intense matchup we have got going on today. It is the 2-seeded St. Anthony's Friars versus the 1-seeded St. John the Baptist Cougars. St. John the Baptist yesterday came home with a 9-0 victory, and what a game it was for them. I mean, the entire squad showing out. A game-high 234 from Alex Martinez. Following that up, you had Lily Penfield of the A team in game one with a 177. 140s, 145s. Even Penfield had a 186 in game three. As for St. Anthony's, very solid round all around. They were going back and forth with Kellenberg all day. But games like Shelby Reed in game two were needed. 186 in game two. And the A team showed out as they should. And the first one that goes down the lane is Shay Wallace with a 9 on her first roll. Here's Nicolina Johannesson. She clocks in at a 7. It is the B lanes on the left, the A lanes on the right. It's Julia Aaron with her first shot. It's a strike. And that's a good way to start off today. Here's Nicola Teutonico of St. Anthony's. She responds with a strike of her own. The lowest shot in that first set was a 7 from Nicolina Johannesson, so we're looking at a good game today. Again, St. John's comes into this game 12-1. They are the 1 seed. Lily Penfield follows up Julia Aaron with a strike. Here's Johannesson's spare attempt. She gets 1 of 3. Shelby Reed knocks down all 10 as well. The A teams have seen nothing but strikes so far. The bowl from Mia Santiago of St. John's B. Isn't he? On the right side, you've got Alex Martinez with a 9. Only the 10-pin left standing. Sophia Kang also with a nice shot. She gets a 9. And Liz Gallant of A goes for 7. Leaving up only the 4, the 7, and the 9 pin. Here's Mia Santiago of St. John's B. A 6-10 split, and she cannot convert. That's a gutter ball. Same with Alex Martinez of St. John's A. She goes gutter, so that'll be an open. As for Liz Gallant, she gets 1 of 3. A tough split right there. She had the 9, the 4, and the 7 pin up. Gets just the 7 down. Here comes Mackenzie Petty for St. John's B. Petty, the right-hander, gets 7. Teutonico now on the right side. Her bowl goes for 6. Julia Aaron of St. John's A now going. That one right down the middle gets 8. Now here comes Mackenzie Petty. The windup, the roll, the spare shot. Gets all 3. Mackenzie Petty goes spare on her first bowl, her first frame. Mackenzie Petty, the senior captain of this St. John the Baptist squad. 2 bowlers going for St. Anthony's. That was both Olivia Nader and Teutonico. Teutonico gets a 6 spare, and now Julia Aaron gets an 8 spare on her second frame. She's got a 20 with that spare added on. She's looking at a potential 40 through her first 2. Here's the bowl from Shelby Reed. That one's right down the pipe, and that leaves her with a tough split. She's got the 6, or excuse me, she's got the 4, the 6, and the 10 pins left up. Nicola Johannesson goes 5. Now here's Lily Penfield of St. John the Baptist. She leaves herself with the opposite of Shelby Reed. Gets a 7, but the split is split the other way. The 7 pin rather than the 10 pin is still left standing. Shelby Reed gets the 2 on the right side. So she'll go with a 9 on her second frame. Here's the shot from Shea Wallace. That one knocks down 9 when she had a 5 on the first. Now here's Penfield. Knocks down 1 of 3 on the spare shot. So for her first frame, she claims an 8. Now here's Gallant. Gallant, that one hooking left just a little bit too much. And only the 5 pin is left standing. Sophia Kang on her shot. Knocks down 7. The 1, the 3, and the 5 left up. The pin totals right now go as follows. Currently, St. John the Baptist are up on B by just 2 pins. That one's 43-41, but on the A, it's St. Anthony's up 75-65. So overall, right now, St. Anthony's would have the advantage as Liz Gallant knocks down her spare. Mia Santiago goes spare on her 7. Now here's Martinez. Martinez with a fresh set of 10 gets 9 of them. Only the 6 pin left up. Sophia Kang gets all 3 on her spare shot. Now here's Mackenzie Petty, the senior captain for St. John the Baptist, bowling for B. She gets 9 after a few lucky bounces. Alex Martinez, 1 pin up, 1 pin down. She goes 9 open and then 9 spare. Looking at a 19, possibly a 29 for the first 2 frames. Starting the 3rd frame on A. Ending the 2nd frame on B. Here's Julia Aaron. She gets 9. Now here's Teutonico with the bowl. First of the 3rd, or excuse me. Yes, her first of the 3rd frame. Gets a solid 7 out of it. The 1, 2, and 5 left up. Mackenzie Petty, excuse me, finishes off her spare. Shea Wallace and Julia Aaron going at the same time. Aaron on the right, Wallace on the left. Aaron can't knock down her 1 pin left for the spare. And Shea Wallace knocks down 4. Teutonico with 3 up. Gets 2. That'll be an open for Teutonico. And Nicolina Johannesson gets 9 on her first roll of the 3rd. As for Lily Penfield, she gets 7 on her first one of the 3rd. Penfield currently with a 26. Julia Aaron leads the charge for St. John the Baptist with a 48. Shea Wallace misses out on 1 pin for the spare. Shelby Reed knocks down 8. St. John the Baptist and St. Anthony's all tied up at 100 here at the same exact point. Here's Penfield on her spare attempt. She knocks down all 3. Now it's Mia Santiago going on B. She hits 9 of 10. Shelby Reed with a 5-6 split gets 1. She goes open on her third frame, currently with a 37. Alex Martinez of St. John the Baptist A to bowl. Currently with a 9 open and a 9 spare. And she goes 9 again with her first shot. Just the 10 pin left standing. And for a left-handed bowler, that's a common pin to leave up. Mia Santiago can't convert her spare. Here's Gallant. Fresh 10, 8 down. Leaving just the 6 and 10 up for her spare attempt. A side, you've got St. John the Baptist up 4. B side, St. John the Baptist lead by about 15. It is the bowling finals here at Wantagh Lanes. I'm John Baccio here with James McCormick as my stat man. St. John the Baptist, the 1 seed, faces off against St. Anthony's, the 2 seed. Here's Julia Aaron of St. John the Baptist. And their leadoff A-teamer, Julia Aaron, gets 9 to start the 4th frame. Teutonico with 1 up, Aaron with 1 up. Teutonico to bowl for A first. At 1 looking just a bit right, and it is. She goes 9 open, leaving her at a 58. Or excuse me, a 57, that is. Excuse me, looking at the wrong screen. Nicola Teutonico sitting at a 55 right now. Julia Aaron finishes off her spare, so she's at a blank 48. Now here comes Penfield. All 10 pins up. 9 of them down, only the 5 pin left standing. As for Shay Wallace, she can't finish off her spare. She gets 1 of 3 to get herself a 7 on the 4th frame. Now it's Johannesen. She gets 4 of 5 on her spare attempt. Or excuse me, that would be 3 of 4. She's sitting at a 34 right now. Here's Penfield for her spare. And that spare ball just hooks way left. Santiago to start her 4th frame, gets 9. And Sophia Kang goes gutter on her first ball of the 4th frame. Now here's Liz Gallant. Gallant going right down the middle, and she gets all 10.
Come on, let's go.
Next up for St. John the Baptist would be Alex Martinez. The A-team nearing their 5th frame. Martinez on her first shot gets 9. That's her 4th time in a row getting a 9 on her first shot. Yesterday, Alex Martinez had a massive game. And when I say massive, I mean massive. She had a 234 in game 2. That was her season high. And that puts St. John the Baptist at a 5-13 in their 2nd game. They would cruise to a 9-0 victory over St. Mary's. Here's Martinez, the sophomore, gets the spare. That's her 3rd straight 9 spare. Here's Petty. All 10 pins up. And she knocks down 4 of them. As for Olivia Nader on her first bowl, on her first bowl of the 4th frame, she gets 6 of them. Teutonico to start the 5th. Gets 7. The 1, the 3, and the 6 pin left up. Petty to finish off the spare. She's got 5 up. 3 of them knocked down. She actually got that 10 pin in the back right corner. Here's Aaron for her spare. Only the 10 pin left standing, and she couldn't hit it. It'll be Nader and Teutonico bowling at nearly the same time. It's Nader first. She finishes her spare. Now here's Teutonico. She gets 2 of 3. That'll bring up Shelby Reed. Here's Shea Wallace and Penfield bowling at the same time. Wallace gets 7. Penfield gets 8. Shelby Reed to start off the 5th frame. Just 1 pin left standing, and that was a wobbler. St. John the Baptist up 20 pins on A and up 30 pins on B. Nearly 30 at least. Both teams at the same exact time. All of them right in the beginning / right in the middle of that 5th frame. Penfield gets 1 on the 2nd attempt. Reed goes gutter as she can't knock down the 10 pin. Santiago and Penfield. First off, it's Martinez. Martinez gets a strike. Her first one of the day. And the 3rd one for A. Each player on St. John the Baptist A team has a strike to their name. Now here's Gallen. She gets 8. St. John the Baptist officially done with their 5th frame. They'll wait out Gallen's 5th. Here's Santiago's bowl. First one of the 5th frame gets 8 as well. Only the 6 and 10 left. As for Gallen, she knocks down both with a side hit off that 5 pin, which deflects immediately onto the 8. Sophia Kang tried getting 2, only gets 1 on her spare attempt. Now that'll bring up Olivia Nader. Mia Santiago to finish her finish her 5th frame, but first it's Teutonico on your right side. Only 2 pins left standing. It's the 6 and 7, the 4 and 7. And Mia Santiago goes empty on her spare attempt. Julia Aaron, however, gets 9. Just the 7 pin left standing. That is the 8 pin. Mackenzie Petty with a fresh set of 10 on the 5th frame. Knocks down 5 of them. Teutonico gets a spare. Here's Aaron for her spare. Knocks it down. She's got a 76 and more through 6 frames. The second bowler of each frame up for both St. Anthony's and St. John the Baptist. It's Reed first. Claims 9 pins. Here's the spare attempt for Petty. 5 down on the first one. And all 5 down on the second. Clutch shot from Mackenzie Petty right there. As for Lily Penfield, she gets 7 on her first attempt of the 6th frame. Here's Reed to finish the spare, and she does it with ease. Penfield with 3 up. First off, it'll be Wallace of St. John's B. Her bowl with all 10 up. She gets 7 down, and Lily Penfield gets 1 of 3 to go. Now it's Nicolina Johannesson, who gets 8 of 10. An 8-10 split left for her. As for Teutonico, she's got a 5-7 split coming up. Or excuse me, that was Liz Gallen. St. John the Baptist still up 3 pins on A, but up 16 on B. Penfield for her first attempt. She gets 8 of them. Here's Gallant, 5-10 split. Can't bounce the 5-pin off the wall and hit the 10. So she takes 1 of 2, and it'll be an open on the 6th frame. The bowl for Mia Santiago to start off the 6th. Hits 9. Alex Martinez misses the 4 and 7. She goes open for the 2nd time this game after having a strike on her last frame. So the A teams starting their 7th. Julia Aaron to begin the last third of this frame. She gets 6, leaving up the 1, 2, 4, and 8. Teutonico to start the 7th for Anthony's. She gets 7, leaving up the 1, 3, and 9. As for Mia Santiago, she finishes off her spare. She goes 9 spare on the 6th frame, bringing up Mackenzie Petty. Sophia Kang responds on B and gets a spare with an 8. Julia Aaron, spares going all around. She goes 6 spare. Let's see if Teutonico can finish hers off. She's got 3 pins up. Only 1 knocked down. Mackenzie Petty, though, gets a strike on her 6th frame. Again, Petty, the senior captain of this St. John the Baptist squad. And a 7-10 split. Brutal for Lily Penfield, but Shelby Reed gets herself a strike. That'll bring up Liz Gallant. But before that, Penfield is going to see what she can do with the 7-10 split here. Probably the most difficult shot in all of bowling. You got to hit it off either the 7 or the 10 pin, and then hope that it ricochets off the back curtain and hits the other. Here's Penfield. Looks like she's going for the 7. Can't even nick it. So she leaves both pins up. However, St. John the Baptist A team is still up 7 pins. Here's Teutonico to bowl. Or excuse me, that's Gallant. She gets 8 of the 10. As for the B side, it's Shay Wallace up. Wallace with a 53 right now. She's got a guaranteed 7 pins to go on that tally. Here's Martinez. That one curling in beautifully and just 1 pin left up. Nicolina Johannesson gets 6 of her own on St. Anthony's B, and Gallant finishes off her spare. The top bowler for St. Anthony's right now, she's got a 93 with a spare to add on to that. So St. Anthony's gonna wait on Martinez to knock down her potentially knock down her 1 pin. Here goes Shay Wallace. 3 up, 3 down. She is fired up just like Alex Martinez is after she hits her 1 pin remaining. And the 8th frame has begun. That is on A. On B, they're on the second bowler of the 7th frame. It's Mia Santiago and Sophia Kang. Teutonico to go first. The roll, 9 pins down. Now it's Aaron. She gets 9 of her own. All bowlers waiting on their balls. All 4 bowlers currently up, waiting on spare shots. Mia Santiago needs a strike for a spare. Sophia Kang needs 4. Teutonico going right now only needs 1 and gets 1. That is a relief. She's gotten open 4 times just this round alone. Now here goes Aaron, and she misses her spare attempt. However, she is the leading total bowler here. She's got a 120 going right now. Julia Aaron's season high game is a 164. Still, there is potential to top that. Mackenzie Petty gets 7 on her first bowl of the 7th frame. Here goes Penfield. She claims 8. Only the 5 and 9 left. Olivia Nader in a similar position. She knocked down 8 on her first attempt. First, we're going to see Mackenzie Petty and Shelby Reed. Reed with the 4 and 7 up. Neither go down. As for Petty, she gets all 3 for the spare. Penfield to finish her spare. Gets both after a ricochet. Now here goes Nader. She can't convert. That'll bring up Liz Gallen and Alex Martinez. Here goes Gallen's shot. She gets 6. The 1, 2, 4, 5, and 8 left up. Now here goes Johannesson. Only 1 pin knocked down. The spare attempt for Gallant gets 3 of 4. She's got a 118. The second highest bowler here in this round besides Julia Aaron, but only 2 behind. The total pin counts go as follows. St. John the Baptist A has 326. St. Anthony's A has 318, so St. John the Baptist currently winning on A for game 1. As for B, St. John the Baptist up nearly 40 pins on St. Anthony's. So if the games were to end right now, St. John the Baptist an early 2-0 lead and as the 1 seed, you might say that's what you expect. Here comes Aaron for St. John the Baptist. There's 8 of 10 down. A 6-10 split left for her. Kang bowls and gets a solid chunk after a few pins fall. As for Teutonico, she gets 8 of 10. She's got a 5-7 split upcoming. Before that, we got Aaron, the 6-10. Just 1 down. She goes right through the middle of the 2 pins, but can only nick the 10. Santiago goes before Teutonico. She's got 5. and only gets one. As for Teutonico, she can't even get one. She tried to go for a lucky ricochet right there off the right side of that 5-pin so that it would hit into the 7. That one just didn't work out. What we did just miss, Lily Penfield gets a strike on frame 9, and that is crucial heading into the 10th. Shelby Reed gets a 7-10 split on her bowl. It'll be a long day of bowling here. You got the men's going on the left side, but over here we got the girls. The men's game is between Chaminade and Kellenberg for the championship. As for the women's, it's St. John the Baptist versus St. Anthony's.
Good job.
Shelby Reed gets 1 of 2. Here comes Martinez. Martinez, the left-hander, collects 7. Now here's Mackenzie Petty, 4 pins up, 3 knocked down, just that middle 5-pin left up. Now here's Liz Gallen. She gets a strong 7. The 3 left up are the 1, the 2, and the 4. Now here comes Nader. She goes just a bit too far right on that bowl. Martinez finishes off the spare. Gallant to finish off the A squad's 9th frame. Gets the spare after the 7. The scores go as follows on the A team heading into the final frame of game 1. St. John the Baptist at 366, St. Anthony's at 353. They're up 13 pins. Teutonico's gonna go first for St. Anthony's A. Here she goes. Strike! Exactly what St. Anthony's needed. Here comes Aaron. That ball just doesn't hook enough at the end right there. She only gets 4. Or excuse me, 5. As for the B, they're starting up their 9th frame right now. St. John the Baptist at 307, Anthony's at 258. Teutonico, after the strike, has a fresh 10 for her 2nd bowl of the 10th frame. Here it goes. That one hooking left, knocks down 9. She looks for a spare on the 5-pin to finish off her game 1. Aaron can't get a spare on her 2nd shot, so that'll do it for her game 1. She ends with a 136. Very impressive game 1 from the leadoff bowler for St. John the Baptist. Teutonico with 1 bowl left. She will go first. Just the 5-pin left standing. Can she hit it? No. She ends with a 134, just 2 pins behind Aaron's 136. Now here goes Santiago, and that one's headed straight for the left gutter. No chance on that one, unfortunately. As for Penfield, I mean, you can't get more unlucky than that. The 7, the 5, and the 10 left standing on her first bowl. There's almost no shot of a spare on that one. Shelby Reed goes a bit too far left. It's the 7, or excuse me, it's the 1, the 3, and the 8 left. That one's an optimal spare range. As for Mackenzie Petty, she gets 7 of her own. She's got the 4 and 7 left on the left side and the 10 on the right. Olivia Nader also gets 7. Here goes Penfield. She just goes for the middle and gets her 1 pin. That'll do it for her round. She ends with a 125. Shelby Reed to finish the spare. She does it. Here's Petty on lane 28 for Team B of St. John the Baptist. She gets a spare to end the 9th frame for the Cougars. Shelby's final shot. But before that, we've got Nader on 25. She gets 1 pin. And that'll do it for the 9th for B. Here goes Shelby Reed. She gets 9 of 10, and that'll do it for the 2 bowler of St. Anthony's A team. Here comes Alex Martinez. That's a strike for the first bowl of frame 10. She's got a 138, and immediately she is the top bowler for St. John the Baptist and in the game in general. Gallant to go first. Here's the bowl. It's a strike. This final frame intense for the A squads of St. John the Baptist and St. Anthony's. Gallant goes strike on her first bowl. Alex Martinez goes strike on her first. Here goes Martinez's second. That one curling in nicely, and it's a strike, 2 in a row. She earns herself a 3rd bowl on this 10th frame. As for the B team, Shay Wallace has finished her round. She ends with a 120. Here's Gallant for A. 2 straight strikes and a 7 on that one. So she'll have the opportunity to finish off the spare. But let's see if Alex Martinez can go 3 straight strikes on the 10th frame. A 138 going right now. Here's the bowl. That one curling in nicely, and it's 3 straight strikes. A turkey to end the game for Alex Martinez. And that's exactly what St. John's needed. Here's Gallant for the spare. Gets it. Martinez finishes on top with a 168, and St. John the Baptist win game 1 by 8 pins. An incredibly intense game on A. But now we go over to B. They're in the 10th frame as well. Here's Mia Santiago to start off her 10th. She gets 7. Leaves up the 1, 2, and 8 pin. Or excuse me, that's the 9 pin. Sophia Kang on lane 26. 3 pins up. Here's the bowl. All 3 down. Currently the score 346 for St. John's B and 290 for St. Anthony's B. St. John's an early 1-0 lead. Let's see if they can go up 2-0 and finish out this round strong. Here's Santiago. She misses all the pins on her spare opportunity, which will bring up Mackenzie Petty to finish off the game for the Cougars beat squad. As for Kang with a fresh 10 up, only gets 4 down. Or excuse me, she gets 5 down, so that'll do it for her round. She's got a 98. Nicolina Johannesson, a 91. Here's Mackenzie Petty to start the 10th. Grabs 8 of 10 pins. Again, St. John the Baptist A has just won round 1. So that puts them up 1-0. Currently the B team for St. John the Baptist up nearly 60 pins. So they look to finish this one out comfortably. Looks like it will already be a guaranteed win for them. Here's Nader with 10 up. Right down the pipe, and it's a 4-10 split. The closest thing you can get to a 7-10 without having one. 2 pins up, 2 pins down for Mackenzie Petty, and she gets herself one more ball on this 10th frame. Here's Nader's third ball of the 10th frame. She's got, or excuse me, her second ball of the 10th frame. She's got a 106 and an 8 on this 10th. The 4-10. Right into the left gutter. That'll do it for her game. She ends with a 114. And it is a game 1 sweep for St. John the Baptist. They go 2-0 as Petty finishes off her round with a 3. So St. John the Baptist win on A by 8 and win on B by 50. 56, that is. So that'll do it for the first game here at Wantagh Lane. St. John the Baptist, the 1 seed, jump out to a 2-0 lead here in game 1. And just what a round it has been so far. A was sketchy, but B, it's been all SJB. The Cougars are absolutely rolling right now as they head into game 2. They've got everything in their favor. The A and B pin advantage and also the total pin advantage. St. John the Baptist look to finish off their incredible year with a win today. You can see the huddle going on right there. The coach that is talking to them all right now, the man that is Gary Haynes. Gary, a volunteer coach, jumped in to assist the team in their assistant coach Anthony Pasantino's absence. Gary, a professional bowler who averages 240 plus. And as for the head coach, Lauren Haynes, a former St. John the Baptist alum who actually bowled with the boys varsity in her years at St. John the Baptist. And this is her first year as the girls varsity bowling head coach. And this team has simply gone in the right direction constantly. As for St. Anthony's, they've got a tall task ahead of them. They narrowly won yesterday against Kellenberg. And Kellenberg was the 3 seed. So they need a big round today. And after game 1, up 2-0, or excuse me, down 2-0 for St. Anthony's, that is. It's not looking too pretty, unfortunately. But there is always time to come back. 2 more games to play here at Wantagh Lanes. Again, I'm John Baccio, here with my stat man, James McCormick. We've also got the boys broadcast going on the left side. The boys have already started up game 2. Again, it's Chaminade against Kellenberg. No substitutions from A to B. So teams all stay the same. There's also no practice lanes over here. Both St. Anthony's and St. John the Baptist have 6 bowlers. So also no blinds involved. We are ready to start game 2. The B team will go on first. Now the A team has reset their board. Teutonico to start it off for St. Anthony's A. Shea Wallace to start it off for St. John's B. Teutonico goes first, and it's a strike. Exactly what St. Anthony's needed. And Shea Wallace still gets 8. So that's a very good response. Here's Nicolina Johannesson. She gets 8 of her own. B is even. Julia Aaron can't get a strike, but she does get 9 in response to Nicola Teutonico's strike on the first frame. Shea Wallace looking for the spare. The 5 and 10 up, and she knocks the 5 down. So she goes 8-1 on the first frame. Johannesson gets both. She had a 6-10, and she finishes that off, and Julia Aaron also gets a spare. Here's Shelby Reed for Anthony's. Gets 8, just the 1 and 2 left. Now it's Penfield for the Cougars. Also Mia Santiago of B. Both go off at nearly the same time. Santiago a 7 and Lily Penfield a 7 as well. Sophia Kang bowls a 7 herself. So 7's going all around here in this second frame. Here's Reed with 2 up. Knocks 1 down. Penfield for the spare. Beautifully placed right down the pipe. And she gets it. Mia Santiago leaves 1 standing, however. The B stays up 1. And Liz Gallant gets a strike. Mackenzie Petty and Alex Martinez to bowl. Martinez gets 8. Petty gets 9. First frame wrapped up for St. Anthony's A. And here's the last bowl of St. John the Baptist B. Or excuse me, St. John the Baptist A. As for the B teams, just 1 bowl left for each squad in this first frame. Here's Petty. No good. With 1 frame up, couldn't knock it down. Just the 10 pin will stand. As for Martinez, she can't finish her spare either. She leaves both pins standing. Now it's Nader up for St. Anthony's B. The 9 up and the 9 down. St. Anthony's coming out firing here in this one. As for Julia Aaron, she gets a 5. Aaron bowling a 15. Teutonico gets 8. Shea Wallace leaves 2 up as well. Now here's Julia Aaron. She claims the spare. Knocks all 5 down. She goes 9 spare, now 5 spare. Here goes Teutonico on her spare attempt. She responds with the same. Penfield and Wallace go at the same time. Penfield with 10 gets 8. Wallace can't convert the spare. She leaves both pins standing. As for Reed, she gets a 9, and Nicolina Johannesson goes gutter, leaving her 1 pin up, and that'll be a 9 open for Johannesson. However, she still does have a 28. This is through just 2 frames. Here goes Santiago. That one looked good in the correct pocket, but still just leaves 2 standing. As for Penfield, she leaves 2 as well. And that's a tough one for Shelby Reed. She goes open on the 2nd frame. Here's Martinez. On the 2nd frame, gets the strike. Santiago's got 2 pins. Can she get 1? She does. That one just veered off left a little bit. Gallant with all 10 up. Gets 9 of them down, only the 10 pin standing. As for Sophia Kang, she gets a 6 spare on her 2nd frame. St. John the Baptist won the first 2 games, but they lose these 2, or they're currently losing these 2. Here's Gallant. She gets the 10 pin and gets the 9 spare after her strike on the 1st frame. She's got a 20. Looking at a potential 40. Here's Petty. First St. John's B. Gets 6. Julia Aaron goes right down the middle and gets 8. St. John the Baptist A down 5. Their B down 17. And there's Olivia Nader with the spare. Here goes Sutonico. Only a 1 on her first shot, but 7 on her 2nd. Good way to savor that frame. Here goes Aaron, that one just wide left. Her spare ball just hooked a little bit too much as the oil decreased on the lane. She was looking to just keep that one straight the whole time. That probably just goes down to a slight flick in the wrist. Just got to keep that one going straight as much as possible. Here goes Penfield with all 10 up. Looks good, and it is pretty good with a 9. It'll play. Shelby Reed's got a 7. She goes right down the center. A 7 and then nothing. St. John the Baptist and St. Anthony's are all tied up on A. However, the Cougars down 19 on B. Here goes Penfield for the spare. That one couldn't curl enough. So she's got a 35. Still all tied up. Here goes Santiago. She gets 9 of her 10 for the first shot on the 3rd frame. As for Teutonico, Liz Gallant, she gets 8. It's Alex Martinez up for the St. John the Baptist A. It's Liz Gallant up for St. Anthony's A. With 2 pins up, what can Gallant do? Gets both down. Mia Santiago has 1 pin remaining, and it just barely goes off to the side. Here goes Martinez. That's 9. Martinez yesterday in game 2 had the best game of her season with a 234 right now. Only at an 8, but that's just because of the 8 open. She had a strike on her last shot. Now she's got a 9 with 1 pin up. Potential for the spare. Here's Mackenzie Petty with all 10 up. To start the 3rd frame for her, she gets 9. And that one hits for Alex Martinez. So she gets the spare. She's now got a 28 going. Potential to nearly double that score. Here goes Aaron. She gets a strike to start the 4th frame. St. John the Baptist seem rejuvenated. Here's Teutonico. Her start for the 4th. She gets 7, just 3 left in that back left corner. Olivia Nader has 1 up for St. Anthony's B, and she knocks it down. Gets the 9 spare to end the 3rd frame. Penfield just puts a little bit too much on that one. And too much means too much spin in this case. She leaves the middle 4 remaining. Teutonico comes up empty on her 3rd. Here's Shea Wallace to start the 4th frame for both sides. Knocks down 7 pins. The 1, 3, and 6 remain. As for Reed, she leaves herself with a 4-6 split. Here's Penfield's attempt at the middle 4, and that one's just going way left. She comes up empty. Here's Shea Wallace on her spare. Knocks down all 3. Now it's Reed who goes wide right, and that'll one will land in the gutter. Alex Martinez's shot. And it's a strike again. Alex Martinez goes 8 open, strike, 9 spare, and then another strike. Here's Santiago. She gets 9, still looking for her first strike of the 2nd game. Liz Gallant gets 6 of her own. That one just a little bit far left. Gallant with 4 up. Santiago with 1. Santiago will bowl first. And that one just goes in the gutter. It's difficult to get the 10 pin. You got to aim a little bit more left, but then you're scared that you're not going to hit it at all, and it's just a tough one. As for Gallant, she gets the spare with 4 up. Here's Nader with all 10. Knocks all 10 down. And she is fired up. Petty now for SJBB. Only gets 1. Teutonico knocks down 9. Julia Aaron knocks down 5. Or excuse me, that was 6. As the pin counts currently go, St. Anthony's is down on A by 10, scores 162 to 152. But on B, they lead by 53. Similar to what we saw last game where A is close, but then B, St. John the Baptist, was up heavy last time around. Now with St. Anthony's up heavy on B. Aaron gets 3 of 4, so she can't get the spare, but that'll bring up Penfield for a pretty big 5th frame. Nicolina Johannesson gets 9, leaves the 9-pin wobbling. Here's Reed for the strike. Couldn't have struck that one more perfect right down the middle. Penfield gets 9 of her own. She gets the 5-pin to leave it standing. Shea Wallace gets the spare. Johannesson cannot. St. John's looking to mount a comeback here in game 2. They won game 1, but down big right now through about 4.5 frames. Penfield finishes the spare, enhancing the lead for St. John the Baptist just a bit further. Sophia Kang leaves 1 pin standing on her first shot. Here's Gallant. Right down the middle, leaves the back 2 on the left side standing. That is the 4 and the 7. Here goes Santiago, and that one veers off just a little bit left. Here comes Martinez with the roll. Gets all 10. Alex Martinez bowling a beautiful game right now. Liz Gallant responds, though, with a spare on the 5th. These 2 frames head into this, these 2 teams head into the 6th frame. St. John the Baptist up 18 pins right now. However, that's just A. As for B, they're down 51. And Julia Aaron gets a strike to start the 6th frame. We are officially halfway through the bowling finals here at Wantagh Lanes. St. John the Baptist, as it stands, are on the winning trajectory. And as the 1 seed, it's almost what you would expect, but St. Anthony's have been putting up a great fight this whole time. They're up big on B right now. Penfield gets a strike to follow up Aaron. Petty gets 3. The spare attempt for Teutonico is good. She knocks down all 4. Reed will await her chance. Martinez awaits hers as well. Reed will bowl, and then it'll be Martinez. Reed's gone open on her last 3 frames, besides the strike in the very last one. Here goes Reed. Knocks down 9. Mackenzie Petty finishes it off with a spare as well. That one had 6 pins up. Here goes Martinez. Ah, just barely can't get the strike. Leaving just the 10 pin up, and that one was wobbling hard. I thought it was gonna go down. Shelby Reed goes wide right. St. John the Baptist now nearly a 50 pin lead on A. Meanwhile, a 60-point pin lead for St. Anthony's on B. Here goes Nicolina Johannesson of B. Goes in the gutter, but then spins back out and hits a pin. So she'll have herself a spare. Same with Alex Martinez. Martinez is locked in right now. Here goes Gallant. Misses out on 2. Here goes Kang with a fresh 10. Gallant has 2 up. Kang gets 4. Gallant comes up with nothing. It's officially the beginning of the 7th frame here in game 2 for Team A. As for Team B, they're halfway through frame 6. Here goes Julia Aaron of A. Right down the pipe, gets 8. Teutonico for Anthony's gets 8 herself. That one just a more difficult split. She's got a 4-10 coming up. Meanwhile, Julia Aaron only a 6-10. The roll. Good for 1, not for 2 though. As I just heard from the crowd, it's better than none. Now it's Teutonico with a 4-10. Gets 1 nice and easy. Mia Santiago gets the spare. That's her first of this round, and that's what they needed. St. John the Baptist B team have to pick it up within these last 4 frames if they want to win. Here goes Penfield. Gets the strike. That's 2 straight. Shelby Reed gets 8. Mackenzie Petty now gets a strike. St. John the Baptist is firing on all cylinders. Reed waits for her ball. In the meantime, here's Shay Wallace. Wallace with a fresh 10. Gets all 10 down. 2 straight strikes for St. John the Baptist. Reed gets her spare opportunity on A. Same with Nicolina Johannesson. Excuse me, Johannesson gets a strike, not just a spare. Alex Martinez looking to follow up Penfield's strike. Here she goes. That one looking a little bit far right, and it is. Still gets 7. Here goes Mia Santiago now. She gets a strike. That's 3 in a row. And that's her first strike of game 2. Liz Gallant gets a strike of her own. It's Strike City here in Wantagh. Petty with 10 up, gets 9, and that'll end the strike streak for St. John the Baptist B. And Alex Martinez goes open on her 7th frame with a 7-2. Here's Kang. She goes wide right. Now it's Aaron with a fresh 10. She gets 7 out of it. The 1, the 5, and the 10 left standing. Teutonico gets 7 of her own. Now here's Petty. Just barely can't get her spare on the 10 pin. Nader with all 10 up. Just gets 1. Now here goes Aaron with 3 up. Only gets 1. Teutonico to respond. Gets all 3. She gets a spare for the 8th frame. St. John the Baptist on A still do lead by about 40 pins, however. That bar's nearing 50. Because here's Penfield, who gets 8. Olivia Nader, after a 1 on her first shot, gets 7. Shelby Reed gets 6 of her own. So, here are the standings if you were curious. Currently, St. John the Baptist A team up about 60 pins as we near the end of this 8th frame. As for the B team, currently St. Anthony's lead by 12 pins, or 11 pins rather. However, St. John the Baptist did just go up 1 pin. They've made a huge comeback, down 50 pins at one point. Shay Wallace looks to finish off her 6 with a spare. Shelby Reed gets a spare, or excuse me, she goes open with a 6-3. She's currently got an 86 going. No one under 100 for St. John the Baptist A right now. Here goes Martinez. That one's got to hook a little bit. It does, and it's a strike. That's Martinez's 3rd of this round.
Good job, Nikki.
Here goes Gallen. She gets a strike of her own. The 2 closing bowlers for St. John the Baptist and St. Anthony's both get strikes. And now it is the beginning of the 9th frame. And now it is the beginning of the 9th frame of the 2nd game here in the girls bowling finals for the NSCHSGAA. Santiago gets 7, Teutonico gets 9, Kang to bowl. She gets 7, Aaron also gets 7. So Teutonico comes out on top on that round of bowls with a 9. St. John the Baptist down 6 on B, up 40 on A. Here's Teutonico with her spare shot, just goes right. Santiago on her spare shot, just goes left. Aaron with her spare ball, gets all 3. Kang with her spare ball, goes gutter. Shelby Reed gets 9 of 10. Here's Pentfield of the Cougars. She gets 7. Nader gets herself a 7-10 split on her spare. For her spare, that is. Also 7 for Mackenzie Petty. Reed. just goes past the foul line, so her spare will not count. Penfield gets a 2, so it'll be a 9 for her 9th frame. The final bowlers of A in the 9th frame here up to go. The B team's beginning their 9th. Here goes Gallant. Directly hits the 3-pin and leaves 3 standing. Nicolina Johannesson knocks down 7 of her own. Now here's Martinez. Martinez gets a 7, and Shea Wallace gets a 5. Here's Gallant on the spare. Knocks down 2 of 3. Johannesson with 3 up. Can't get 1. Wallace and Martinez, the only 2 to go before St. Anthony's. They go at the same time. Martinez gets 2, Wallace gets 1. So, heading into the 10th frame, St. John the Baptist have a lead of 43 pins, which means that it is still possible because the team of St. Anthony's could max out at 60 here. But Julia Aaron gets herself a 7 to enhance St. John the Baptist's chances just a bit as Teutonico bowls a 6. Here's Teutonico with 4 up. Only gets 1, and that'll do it for the 10th frame. She gets a 117. Here's Aaron for her spare. Gets 2. So she ends with a 131. St. John the Baptist still up 42. Here's Reed with a fresh 10. Gets 7 of them. Mia Santiago with 4. Only gets 1 of them. Penfield to bowl. Gets all 10. It's been a massive round for Lily Penfield. And now she'll get another 10 pins up to potentially knock all 10 down. She's got a guaranteed 2 shots remaining here in this 10th frame. Reed gets the spare and earns herself an extra bowl here in the 10th frame. Petty knocks down 6 to start the 9th for her. Here goes Penfield. She gets 6. So only 1 shot remaining for Penfield. Here goes Nader with 4 up. Gets all 4 down. Now here's Reed. Reed leaves just the 5. Penfield. 4 pins left. All 4 down. A huge way to end the round for Penfield, and it leaves only Alex Martinez. Shea Wallace comes up with 1. Nicolina Johannesson gets 7. Here are your scorecards for Team A. And it's a big lead right now for St. John the Baptist. And that will be a game to win, putting them up 3-0. However, that B team is really what's concerning for St. John the Baptist. If they can go up 4-0 heading into the final game, that would be massive. Here goes Martinez. It's a strike. Johannesson knocks down all 3 for the spare. Gallant comes up empty. So that is it for St. Anthony's. They end with 393, which is officially a loss for Team A. Let's see how Martinez finishes this one off. Martinez on the right, it's Nicolina Johannesson on the left. Johannesson will bowl first. This is her 3rd of the 10th frame. Gets down 8 pins. That's big. Here's Martinez. Holds the form and gets 9. She is going to have one last shot here on the 10th frame. Sophia Kang ready to step up for the St. Anthony's B team. She's got an 88 right now. Here's her bowl with 10 pins. Gets 7 of them. Mia Santiago now will step up for her 10th frame. Santiago and Martinez at the same time. Martinez gets the spare, Santiago gets 9. So that'll do it for the A-team game. They win by 64 pins. That puts St. John the Baptist up 3-0. If they can win on B, they would go up 4-0. St. John the Baptist B currently down 30 pins, 20. Santiago with just 1 up. Gets it. Here's Kang. She gets 7. Here goes Santiago. She gets 8 of 10 to finish out her round. Mackenzie Petty will bowl for St. John the Baptist. And it'll be Olivia Nader to bowl for St. Anthony's. Currently, St. Anthony's up 20 pins. Mackenzie Petty can get a potential 70 here. That is max. And she starts it with a strike. Clutch time for St. John the Baptist here in game 2. Here goes Olivia Nader to respond. Nader the roll. That one going straight down. And it knocks all 10. $358 to $328. Can Petty respond to the response? She does! 2 straight strikes. She's got a 338. Clutch as you can be. Here's Nader. Nader! 2 straight strikes of her own. Nader, only one other strike this round. Same with Mackenzie Petty. And that might have just put the icing on the cake for St. Anthony's. That is their B team. Here goes the roll for Petty. Only 6. So that means that St. Anthony's will win it on the B level. So the score will go 3-1 heading into game 3 of the girls' championship. A 9 to top it off for St. Anthony's. They win on B by 33 pins, but they lose on A by 64. I mean, what an intense set of games that it has been so far. Here's the scorecard, or the score sheets, I guess you could say, for game 2 on the B level. And here they are for A. Total pins 886 to 814. So St. John the Baptist does have that point on A. They've also got the point on B because of how much they won by in that first game. And also damage control in this second game. So currently, game ends right now, St. John the Baptist win. However, if St. Anthony's can win on pin count on both B and A, then they make this game tied at 3. In that case, it would go down to pin count on both A and B. If it's still tied, then it would go to total pin count. But right now, St. John the Baptist is up 3-1. A crucial final game. Here at Wantagh Lanes, it has been a packed day of action. The boys' championship going on the left side. We're here with the girls on the right. St. John the Baptist, the 1 seed. St. Anthony's, the 2 seed. And those are the 2 teams that have advanced to the championship. As for the boys' side, Chaminade, the 1 seed. Kellenberg, the 3 seed, have moved on. St. John the Baptist won against St. Mary's in a 1-4 matchup. St. Anthony's lost. Or excuse me, St. Anthony's won against Kellenberg yesterday. That was the 2-3 matchup. And a big win they came out with. But this is what truly matters. The championship is that big. Again, I'm John Baccio, here with James McCormick, along with the rest of the T&D Sports gang. Been a good day so far. Just gonna see how this one ends off. I think this is the first time that I've been in my seat this whole day. But definitely just an interesting time big games from everybody involved. And that last one, the top bowler, happened to be Olivia Nader with a 157. She had 2 straight strikes and then a 9 in the final frame. But actually, in front of her are 2 other people, excuse me. I'm looking at the top of the boards. You had Alex Martinez bowl a 171, and then Liz Gallant a 162. After that, you had the 157 from Olivia Nader and the 150 and a 155 from Lily Penfield. As for that first game, the highest rollers were also Alex Martinez. Sorry about that. The highest bowlers were Alex Martinez in game 1 at a 168. Following that up, it was a 158 from Liz Gallant. After that, you had a 142 from Mackenzie Petty, a 136 from Julia Aaron, and a 134 from Nicola Tutonico. So again, it's been close so far. Just gonna have to see how this one ends off. But again, score is 3-1 heading in to the final game of action for all the marbles here in Wantagh Lanes. St. John the Baptist looking to finish their near perfect season. They went 11-1 in the regular season and won yesterday, putting them at 12-1 total. A huge day in St. John the Baptist history, especially as their head coach is only in their first year as the HC. They've even got a voluntary coach here instead of their true assistant coach. Shay Wallace starts off game 3 with a 7. We're off and running. Aaron and Johannesen go at the same time and both get 8s. Here's Tutonico. It's a perfect ball that ends in a strike. Here's Wallace for the spare. Gets it. That's a way to start off your first frame. Here's Aaron and Johannesen. They both get 1. An 8-1 and a 10 on both sides. Here's Reed. She goes straight down the center, and she's got a 7-10 plus a 4-6 split. Penfield for St. John the Baptist A, ready to go. She goes at the same time as Kang. Looks like Kang's ball will get there first, but Penfield gets the strike, whereas Kang just gets the 7. Here's Santiago. Her ball. Knocks down 9 pins. Reed gets 2 of her 4. So St. John the Baptist at 19 pins on both sides. St. Anthony's have 18 on A and 16 on B. Here's Kang for her spare. She knocks down 2. Martinez on her first bowl of the first frame of game 3. She gets 9. Here's Gallant, who gets 7. Or rather 8, as the 5-pin wobbles down. Just the 4 and the 8 pins remaining for Gallant. Here's Santiago with 1 pin up, and that one's headed straight for the gutter. Martinez keeps that one in narrowly and knocks her 1 pin down. Here goes Gallant. Misses both. Petty to go. Her first bowl of the first frame of game 3. She gets 7. Teutonico gets 2 straight strikes. Here's Julia Aaron. She gets 8. Olivia Nader also gets 8.
Good, Olivia.
The B's tied at 26. The A's, Julia Aaron and the St. John the Baptist squad down 9. Mackenzie Petty only comes up with 2 of 3 on her spare attempt. Aaron finishes off her spare. So she's got a 39 for St. John the Baptist. Not her alone. Her alone, she's got a 9 with her spare, not being included. Here goes Penfield. She walks up to the spot, rolls, and gets 10. 2 straight strikes for Penfield now. Shea Wallace comes up empty on her first bowl of the second frame. Reed can't convert on her 1-pin spare attempt. St. John's in totality up 95 pins right now, and Alex Martinez's 8 will only add to that total. Gallant gets 5, and she's got 5 congested right in the middle. St. John the Baptist up 75-60 on A, but down 35-31 on B. The A teams just about through 3 frames. The B teams through 1.5. And Alex Martinez put a little bit too much spin on that one. Also started it off too narrow. Gallant converts her spare. So does Santiago. Here goes Kang. Kang gets 7 out of that. Now it's Aaron. Can't find the 10th pin, but she does get 9. Teutonico too far left, gets 4, 5, 5. Rather 6. Petty also gets 6 on her first bowl of the second frame. St. John the Baptist up 3-1, and they have the pin advantage right now. Kang gets a spare. Aaron gets a spare. Can Teutonico do the same? Yes! Penfield has 2 straight strikes. Can she get 3? She's on the right side. Knocks down 8 of 10. Still solid. Reed unlucky on that 6-pin right there. She does get 8, however. Currently, St. John the Baptist up about 20 on A and down 2 on B. Here's Nader for her spare. Only 3 pins up, all 3 knocked down. Nader's been having a great round as of recent, and Penfield converts her spare. Reed also gets 1 out of her 2 pins. So not also gets a spare, but close enough. Here goes Wallace. She gets 8. Martinez gets 9. Gallant with a nice strike. However, St. Anthony's still down 11 pins. Here goes Martinez. Only the 7 pin left, but it's a gutter ball. Wallace gets her spare, though, to keep the pace going for St. John the Baptist. Teutonico gets 9. That's her start to the 4th frame. Here's Santiago still on the 3rd, gets 8. Aaron to start the 4th for SJB, gets 9. Teutonico comfortably gets her 10th pin. Santiago can't claim either of the 2 on her spare attempt. Aaron's got 1 pin left, and she knocks it down with ease. Kang comes up empty on her spare attempt with 6 pins up. Reed with 7. Here's Petty. A fresh set of pins, and she gets 7 of them. And it's a strike for Penfield. Penfield's got 3 this game, not in succession though. Shelby knocks down all 3. Shelby Reed, that is. Martinez and Nader going at the same time. Martinez the lefty, Nader the righty. Martinez gets the strike, and Nader comes up empty on her spare attempt. Here goes Gallant's strike ball. Leaves 4 up. The 1, 2, 7, or excuse me, the 1, 2, 8, and 10. Shea Wallace leaves 5 up there. Nicolina Johannesson gets 8. Here's Gallant. Gets 3 of 4. Tough break. It's the start of the 5th frame in the A game, in the B game. We're right at the beginning of the 4th frame. Aaron will begin for St. John the Baptist A. And she gets a strike. Nicolina Johannesson bounces it off the gutter and in. left up there. As for Santiago, she leaves 2. That's the 5 and the 9. Here's Teutonico for the spare. 1 pin up, 1 pin down. Gets 2. You know, it's tough to get the 7 pin when it's so far separated, so she does what she can. Gets it open because of it, but take what you can in this final game of action here. Reed gets 3 on her first bowl of the 5th frame. Sophia Kang knocks down the 10th pin. Currently the leading bowler for Anthony's. She's got an 84. And Lily Penfield a 96 for St. John the Baptist A. Martinez couldn't curl that one back in, but Petty could. She gets a spare on her 5th frame. Or excuse me, a strike on her 4th frame. Gallant gets 9. However, the total pin count would go in favor of St. John the Baptist right now, leaving them with a win. Teutonico with 5 pins up. She knocks all 5 down. Now it's Santiago to start the 5th. Gets a strike. That's her 2nd of the game. Aaron comes up empty on her spare attempt. Here's Shelby Reed's shot. Gets 9. Here's Penfield. She gets 7. Kang gets the spare. Petty with 10 up, knocks 7 down. But the 4, 7, and 10 remain. Shelby Reed converts her spare. Here goes Penfield. 3 pins upright. Not anymore. All 3 down. Here goes Mackenzie Petty with 3 pins up. 4, 7, 10. But none of them go down. She goes gutter. But Liz Gallant gets a strike. Here goes Alex Martinez. She gets 8 pins, and that's just a tough break, a 6-10 split. Nader goes gutter on her spare attempt. Martinez gets her ball back. St. John the Baptist looking to close out the 7th frame strong, or the 6th frame, that is. Here's Wallace's shot. Gets 4. Martinez comes up empty, splits the 2 pins. Johannesson gets 6. It is the beginning of the 7th frame. St. John the Baptist lead A by 15 pins, but they're down in B by 11. That's the highest in B in total right now. Julia Aaron misses both and goes 8 open. Teutonico to keep the clean game alive. She does. Santiago goes 2 straight strikes. Here's Penfield and Kang. Penfield gets the strike. Kang gets 9. Here's Reed. She gets 9. The curse of the 5-pin. Here goes Nader. Nader gets 8. Now it's Gallant. Gallant goes right down the pipe, leaves herself. Gallant goes right down the pipe, leaves herself with the 6, 7, and 10. Here goes Martinez. Can it curl in? It does. She gets the 9 spare. St. John the Baptist up only 2 pins. Here goes Gallant. 3 up, 1 down. Here goes Johannesen. Down 4 pins as it stands on A, but on B, they are also down. They're down 12 for spare attempt. Aaron gets 1 pin. Here we go. Here goes Santiago. Teutonico gets 3 on her spare. Now Penfield. It's a strike. Santiago, 5 pins up. 3 pins go down. That 10 pin, just an outlier. Almost no chance of getting that one. Then also the 3 pin was left standing. Here goes Martinez. That one hooking just a bit much, and she leaves 5 up there. Here goes Gallant. Hers hooks a little bit too much as well. She leaves 4. Now it's Nader. Nader on her first roll of the 7th frame gets 8. Now Petty. Petty leaves up the 3 and 9. Here goes Martinez for the spare. Can't get the 9 pin, but she gets the 4 in succession. Nader and Gallant at the same time. Gallant all 4, Nader both of the 2. St. John the Baptist down 2 pins on A. down 4 pins on B. However, the total pin count, St. John the Baptist up about 70 on A, and they're up about 20 on B. So as it stands, with 2 to 3 frames remaining in this game, St. John the Baptist would be victorious, and they would end champions of the Catholic League. Shea Wallace picks up 6, excuse me. Johannesen gets 7. Aaron with 2 pins up, can't get either of them. Her shot wide left. Here goes Gallen. Or excuse me, that's Teutonico. And she gets both of her 2 remaining pins. Here goes Wallace with 4 up, knocks down 1. Penfield gets 9, and Johannesen gets the spare. Here goes Reed with fresh 10. Leaves up 4 pins. It's the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 7. Santiago will bowl first. Her first of the 8th frame. Gets 9 of 10. Here goes Penfield. She gets her spare. Reed gets 3. That one looked like it was veering off right, but it hits 1 pin, and that one hits 2 others. Alex Martinez, Liz Gallant, Sophia Kang, and Mia Santiago all up. Kang's shot hits 3 pins, but leaves 2 up there. Martinez's shot leaves up the 3, 7, and 9. Santiago up next. 1 pin remaining. Gets the spare. Gallant comes up with 8, leaving only the 5 and 9 left. Petty, the only different bowler in this round of shots. Here's Nader. Gets the strike. Martinez gets 2 of 3. Gallant. Both of them. Here's Petty. Eight of 10. She leaves the 5 and the 7 up there. Teutonico now up for St. Anthony's A. The first shot of the 10th frame gets a 6. Now it's Julia Aaron. She gets 9 of 10, leaving only the 5 up there for the 10th frame. Currently, here goes Teutonico. 4 pins up, all 4 down. An extra bowl in the 10th frame. Aaron comes up empty on her spare attempt, and that'll do it for her season. Now it's Wallace. Wallace with all 10 up. Knocks all 10 down. The B team's starting the 9th frame. The A team's in the middle of the 10th. Here goes Teutonico. Gets 9. That's a great way to end the season. She bowls a 177. Julia Aaron bowls a 125. Lily Penfield with a 9. St. John the Baptist in total on A up 70 pins, however, tied up. And now with this Shelby Reed shot, they will go down as it's a strike. Here goes Penfield. That'll get the spare and 1 extra bowl. Penfield's got a 184. She gets 7. Kang gets 9. Shelby Reed looking to finish the season with a spare. Lily Penfield, 1 last shot. And that one goes gutter. And that's still a great game. She ends with a 194. And that's a game high. That's the highest we've seen today. Here's Reed's shot. She gets 2. Martinez will go up. Same with Liz Gallant. Shelby Reed goes open on her final shot. Or excuse me, Shelby Reed gets a 2 on her final shot out of 3. St. John the Baptist down 3 on B, but up about 60 on A. Here's Gallant. Gets 9.
Got it, Liv. Come on.
And it is intense here in Wantagh Lanes as we go down to the final stretch of the championship. Martinez gets 7. That is her first bowl of the 10th frame. Here's Gallant for the spare. She gets it. 1 extra bowl on the 10th frame. Finishing off frame 9 for St. John the Baptist B, it's Petty. Her first one of the 9th frame. Gets 9. Now here's Martinez. Martinez gets the spare and earns an extra ball. Here comes Gallant. Gallant with her final bowl of the season. It's a strike. A beautiful way to end the year. And St. Anthony's will win it on the A level. Here goes Martinez for her final shot. She comes up with 6, and that'll do it. St. Anthony's take home the win on A by 31 pins. Petty gets the spare. And now St. Anthony's will look to finish their round. Currently, St. John the Baptist up 10. They would need to win. Sorry, just doing some mental calculations here. 1325 minus 1284. It's about 40 pins. They're already up 10. They would need an extra 30. St. Anthony's would need an extra 30, that is, to win the championship. Here's Nader, first spare. Got it. Nicolina Johannesson now up. But before Johannesson, it'll be Shea Wallace. The B has hit the 1,000 pin mark. The crowd silent. The roll. 6. Or excuse me, 5. Here's Johannesson. A strike. Anthony's up 46 pins. That would be enough. Here's Wallace. Can't get the spare. Now it's Johannesson. 9. It'll be Mia Santiago first before Johannesson gets her final roll of the season in. Santiago gets 7. Johannesson with 1 pin up. Here's Santiago's spare attempt. Didn't get it. Leaves 1 pin up. Here's Kang. Kang goes way left and only knocks down 4. Or excuse me, she did get 5. St. Anthony's now up 47 pins. Again, they win by more than 50, they win the whole thing. This shot from Mackenzie Petty right here is absolutely crucial. Big time shot. Olivia Nader will go before Mackenzie Petty's second shot. Season rides on this. Here it goes. One looks left, and it only gets 5, 6 pins. Excuse me. St. Anthony's up 40. Here's Petty. She's got it. Spare City for St. John the Baptist. She needs the spare for St. Anthony's to win. And then she's got it. All comes down to these final 2 bowls. St. Anthony's up 44. I mean, bowling is intense, everybody. Currently, sorry guys.
Come on, Lee. Come on. Good job.
She gets 8. Believe that should be a win for St. John the Baptist. Final calculations going in. If I am correct, St. John the Baptist have won by 19 pins. These are the scorecards. You can see down at the bottom, St. Anthony's B won by 22 pins total. It was 1,062 to 1,040. Game high 147 from Olivia Nader of St. Anthony's. And there it is. St. John the Baptist have won the championship. They win it by just about 20 pins. And what a game it was. 19 pins, as I had stated, was the total. And St. John the Baptist are your girls bowling champions. An incredible game on both sides. Well fought all the way through. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. There you go. Thank you. The celebratory hugs going around. And that'll do it. Here are victorious.
So we have everybody's attention. That was an outstanding match. So how about a big round of applause for both teams? I'm Ralph Golden. I'm the athletic director of St. John's, but also the president of the league. And this is Joe Minucci, who's the athletic director of St. Anthony's, and he's also the secretary of the girls' league. So we just want to congratulate everybody, and we're going to start giving out the awards now. So Joe,
Sure. Like
Like Mr. Dalton said, congratulations to both teams. So this year, if the St. Anthony's captains, coaches can come up to accept the regular season league runner-up as well as today's league runner-up.
Hello, pictures. Take a picture shaking Mr. Minucci's hand, too.
Coach, you want to just call the individual awards first? So we'll have each girl. Give it to you.
All right, seniors first. Lily Penfield. Alex Martinez. Amina Santiago. Freshman. Oh yeah, freshman. Yep, freshie.
So the St. John's coach is going to give out 2 individual awards. The first one is the championship MVP, most valuable player for today's championship, for today's match.
Okay. Today's MVP is Lily Penfield. That's our middleman.
And then we also have a league MVP for the whole regular season. League MVP.
The league MVP for the whole 22-23 season is Alex Martinez. And the high average for the whole 22-23 season is Alex Martinez.
We have 2 other individual awards to hand out. For varsity bowling, the high series goes to Kellenberg bowler Carrie Calhoun. Callahan, excuse me. Back here. And then for a high game, goes to St. Anthony's bowler Elizabeth Galat.
And the last is the regular season champions, which is St. John the Baptist. 2022-23 league champion, St. John the Baptist.
Get up there, Captain.
And then the last award.
Yeah, one last final award is Coach of the Year, and that's going to go to St. Anthony's Coach Barry.